Hey guys, Matt here. I'm editing the episode you're about to watch right now, or listen to, depending on how you consume it. And there was a little audio issue in the top of the episode, probably the first 3-4 minutes. Actually, wait, like the first 20 minutes. Shoot. I can't fix it, so this is what you're listening to. It gets much better after that. But for a while, you're going to hear Ben and I separate. So you should just be happy that I'm letting you know. And thanks for listening to the episode. Bye.
It's a beautiful rainy day.
I love it. When I woke up this morning, let me tell you how I lost my faith in God.
Yeah.
In the minute that we have.
Rip it.
I had a paper route when I was 6th grade to 9th grade. I was making like $80 a week, which middle school money, that might as well be $1,000.
You're Donald Trump in middle school.
I'm buying every video game I want. They're only $20 at the time.
Tipping.
And so I wasn't tipping. I didn't.
Greedy.
I've never believed in tips. No, but here's what happened, dude. I never got to sleep in, right?
Right.
Because I had to wake up early to do the paper, even on the weekends, even in the summer, even on Christmas.
Yeah.
And so it was a Sunday. I came back from my route, and it was a beautiful, like I felt God's presence. Like I had a beautiful, juicy backyard in the spring filled with green budding trees, a steady rain, a cool breeze whisking the sweat from my labor off of my glistening skin. In that moment, I found God and I believed in God. And I thought, we are simply guests in this world he has made. And then what happened was 30 minutes later, I finally whisk away to sleep. 30 minutes later, my mom knocks on the door. She goes, "It's time to get ready for church."
Oh, God, you.
And immediately I went, we've lost the script. Jonathan, what time is it? 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 And we're back. Jar of Pain. I don't even know what episode we're on anymore, but boy, it's good to be here. Ben, how do you feel?
We're four. I'm feeling good.
Good.
I'm feeling a little groggy.
Me too. Yeah.
It's cool.
This is the part of making something that I don't like.
Yeah.
Even though I like this, you're over the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
And you gotta like do it.
Yeah.
And it's consistency and it's checking in. It's all the parts of relationship that I don't do well with. Actually, I do better when it's the honeymoon phase, and I just try to keep that going as long as possible. Like I'm spinning 12 plates. Never works.
Yeah. So tell me about your Coke problem again.
Yeah. More like a Zin problem.
Oh my God.
Speaking of God, he died for your Zins.
Nice.
Thank you. And
also, do you like how I'm a
Hackney guy?
No. I'm repping Echo.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up for sponsorship dollars.
Repping a brand, dude. If we got repped by Echo, oh my God,
we're gonna try to make it happen for you,
dude. Liquid Death and Echo, that's my dream.
Yeah, it is your dream. That's Ben's dream.
It really is.
Ben, what is this show?
Matt, this is Jar of Pain, where you, the listeners, send us questions and then we answer them, and hopefully
as truthfully as possible. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Well, actually, as truthfully and as funny as we can make it possible.
I wouldn't say I try to be funny, but it just kind of happens.
That feels like the humblest brag. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of.
It just sort of happens. I can't explain it. I just hit dingers.
I'm just charismatic naturally.
People just love me.
My charisma gland.
I don't do anything different. So we try to answer the world's toughest questions sent in by people like you. You're watching this. You're one of those people, jarofpain.com to submit a question or come to one of our live shows. The next live show is actually going to be on June 29th at the Eau Claire Improv.
Hold on a second.
I may leave this.
This just can't be the first.
This won't be the first.
Okay.
Wait, it might be the first.
It would be best be second.
Why?
Because I think in the first we say this is the first.
We'll cut that out.
Okay. Unless it's funny.
We may leave this in because this is pretty fun. It's a little behind the scenes backyard baseball.
Yeah.
But let's promote the show because I can put that clip anywhere. So on the count of 3, I'm going to promote the show.
Okay. Okay.
And just so you know, I don't think this is going to go very well. So when it does, know that I didn't think it would.
Throwback. Callback.
Submitted by you online, jarpain.com, or at one of our live shows. We actually have a live show coming up at the Eau Claire Improv on Wisconsin Street in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. That is going to be on June 29th. Get your tickets now. They're live. We'll put a link in the comments. Ben, you excited for that show?
I am so excited for that show. I'm going to be displaying a new fit.
You're a fit guy.
I'm going to be having a new
We
fit.
had new fits last time.
We did. But this is going to be more geared towards my comedic persona in general and just life. I'm going to clean up.
Give us a little teaser.
I got a bomber jacket.
Whoa.
Yeah. And yeah, watch out. And
Wow.
a haircut and a beard trim. I'm going to go to the place you go to off Hastings by Duncan. All right. Well, we're going to rip a question now.
Let's rip a question. It's
All right.
time.
I'm going to go as deep as I can get.
Yeah,
my
I
hand.
refreshed the jar with questions that have not been ain't asked yet.
Ain't yet been asked.
So we're actually down to just 2 jars. We were at 3 for quite a while.
What would you do? And I'm going to read this verbatim because I'm a boss ass bitch like that.
I think that's the best way to go.
What
yeah.
would you do if a crowd of midgets were running towards you?
That's a really good question. What would you do if a crowd of midgets was running towards you?
And before anyone says the correct terms, LP, little people,
person. Yes.
little
yes.
person.
That's good, Ben.
But we are reading the questions.
As you ask them. But as we answer the question, we will use the formal term, I think. Well, my first question to that question is, are they malicious or are they joyful? What if all the LPs just love me?
That's a good question.
What if I'm loved by LPs?
What are they? Did you take something from them?
That's true. And I don't think I would.
No.
So I would assume it's out of love, in which I would say I'd give them a warm embrace. All of them.
But what if you said something and it made them angry and then they all just started running towards you in unison?
I'd neutralize the situation.
How would you neutralize? Would you do like a tornado spin?
I'll show you exactly what I do.
Yeah.
You, right now, you're the LPs. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Neutralized.
That's so good.
Neutralized.
Whoa. What's going on here? And that stops everything.
That's all it takes.
Man, cops have it wrong when someone charges at them. That's what they should try. Like, hey, whoa. Chill out, bro. Like, what's going on right now?
It's all it takes. It's communication. It's the key to everything.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking more like I'd have to pacify them because they're coming at you.
You don't want to kill them.
And they're dense people.
They're dense.
There's more in there than you think. And if they come at you.
I like that. How would you pacify them? Rope?
Not rope. Because I'm not Jackie Chan in the 1990s.
Man, Rush
action
Hour
flick.
slaps.
Dude, I know. I was just going to like arms out and then just spin.
I like that.
Just spin.
Maybe put a fist on there.
Yeah, but like, lower, not like straight out.
Well,
lower.
yeah.
You're gonna
have a bit of a tetherball situation if you're too high. You want to make contact.
Yeah.
So kind of arms at the side.
Arms a little out the side.
And then like a windmill.
And then just
Nice.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
I like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because we've both kind of displayed our individual thoughts on the world. I was optimistic.
Yeah.
I was like, can't be bad. And you were like, they're coming for me.
I was thinking. We have
different personalities.
We do, but also just got to cover those bases, man.
You got it.
I think the person who wrote that question, I feel like if you use the term midget, you're thinking angry. You're thinking anger.
But
and
again,
you're like,
what better way to neutralize than whoa.
Whoa.
At least you figure it out.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. All right. Another one cooked and booked. Write it down.
Rip them. Rip these questions.
We need to make
us.
a Bible. Merch idea. We make a Bible with all the questions about life and the answers. Put on the coffee table. Call it Jar of Pain Bible. Chop by.
Chop 316.
I'm a little tired today, so I'm like when you go to a like a sleepover and you're
Yeah.
the last one's awake and you get really giggly.
Oh God,
That's
some of the best
that's
nights.
kind of where I'm at.
That's the best. I didn't eat lunch or dinner, so I was like, let me, because that's
Yeah.
when I get stupid. I call it the hunger dumbs, and then I just get
Ooh.
real willy nilly.
I don't get hunger dumb. I get hunger. Well, actually, I believe it or not, I possess an ability to shut down all physical needs. I've gone 8 days without pooping. I know.
I don't think that's a decision you consciously did.
You go, no, I'm not pooping. I chose
That's not how that works.
not to poop. You just hold it.
You don't choose not to poop.
No. I had to poop. I held it in.
No. I'm not saying that you. Yeah, I know you had to poop,
Yeah.
but I'm saying you don't just like for 8 days not poop. That's a body malfunction.
I can prove it. I did it at summer camp.
I can't.
First day of summer camp, this kid from Marshfield said, I bet Fatty takes big shits. And I was so
And you were like, Fatty takes no shit.
yeah, exactly.
Fatty
I was
don't-
so ridiculed and embarrassed by that I was like, I'll show him.
I don't take no shit from you. I don't take no shit from me.
And I'll tell you what happened. You're right. On the last day
Yeah.
of camp, 8 days in, I was packing up my things and I was changing in the treehouse. I was staying in a treehouse because it was summer camp.
Yeah.
And it just, a little poop slipped out, like a turd slipped out. And I took the bag that my toothbrush was in, put the toothbrush loose in the suitcase, scooped up my own poop like a dog, and was so embarrassed. I just put it in my suitcase.
Oh, you should have put it in his suitcase.
I was too embarrassed. I wasn't thinking.
Really, what you should have done is wait the 8 days, and then you'd be like, "Yeah, Fatty does take big shits," and then shit in his suitcase.
See, you're thinking about this with
all that shit.
but you're thinking about this with an adult brain. I was
Yeah.
8 years old, living in a sea of fifth graders. Like I went to camp too early, but I've been watching a lot of Bug Juice on Disney Channel, so I was like, I'm gonna be a hit. I'm gonna be such a hit.
Yeah.
And then my mom never mentioned it. Of course she found it because I just put poop in my suitcase in a bag and shipped her home in the back seat. So of course my mom found it, but I'm sure her inner dialogue was like, he's been through something
And
he's home now. I'm not going to ask
that's
questions.
why your mom's like, I don't care if you're having a moment with God. You're going to church right now because you're leaving shit in your suitcase and I'm picking it up.
Yeah. Something's wrong.
Okay.
We're going to keep it rolling, but something's wrong.
What's wrong? You recording on the same line or something?
So I was recording you twice.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Sick, yeah.
I might be able to salvage it. We only did one question.
Yeah.
We move forward.
Okay, we're moving forward.
We were on a tangent anyway.
Yeah. It was good though. I kind of liked it. All right, next question. Who's your favorite Star Trek character? None of them. Star Trek sucks. I'm a Star Wars boy for life. Sorry. But not sorry.
I like the guy that does this.
It's Spock.
Yeah, I don't even know his name.
I know their names, but I don't like them.
I'll take that. Next question.
Hell yeah.
No clip there.
You know my favorite Star Trek character is Han Solo. Suck it, Trekkies. Where does squirt come from? And how do you make a girl squirt?
We have to skip this question. And I will leave this in the episode because if you're listening to the full thing, you deserve little Easter eggs. Today, Ben and I were texting back and forth about notes, things we could do better. And Ben said, we talk about cum too much. And so we're leaving this question out so we don't talk about cum.
Wait. Here's what I'll do. I'll put it back in the bottom.
Put it back in the bottom.
Because we just don't want back-to-back episodes about cum.
Just all about cum.
We want to diversify. Okay, so this is a fuck, marry, kill.
Ooh, we've never had one of these. Is this a first?
This is a first.
Is this a jar of pain first?
This is a
boom, pow, pow.
Just Jop FMK.
Jop FMK.
And let me tell you, if you're out of town, you're not going to know any of these names at all.
Okay.
In fact, I know 2 of them. I don't know the middle one.
Okay.
So fuck, marry, kill. Chancellor Jim.
Okay, he's from the university.
That one redheaded bitch who scammed the city.
Oh, I know who that is.
And Will Siebenaller.
I wonder who put that in the jar. Was it possibly Will Siebenaller at one of our shows?
Or was it his girlfriend? Maybe.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I think we're marrying Will. I'm marrying Will. He's a nice guy. He's got a great hat collection that I would like to use.
You know what? I'll agree.
Yeah.
I'll concur.
Now, that woman who stole a bunch of money from the city, are you familiar with that story?
I'm not. Please enlighten me.
The old county clerk had an assistant and they were having an affair. And over the course of like 6 years, they stole millions of dollars of taxpayer money off the top because that's his job. He's like treasurer and clerk. And so they were scraping money off the bottom or the top or whatever they say in finance. And then they like ended up being like $4 million or something crazy like that. And they had this grand plan to retire together, you know, leave their families, but they got found out. Now they're in jail.
You know what? I'm going to...
And so for that reason, I'm going to fuck her.
Here's the thing. If this is hypotheticals,
it's of course.
Then I'm going to say I'm going to fuck Will.
Okay.
He looks like a tender lover. And then I'm going to marry the redheaded bitch and be a sugar baby. Because I didn't participate in it. And I'm going to say I didn't know. So I get out of the way of the law.
Yeah.
But then, you know, we'll have like a little DB Cooper treasure hunt where we bury, you know, $1 million. And then that'll be my million.
That'll be cool.
That I take.
We both decided to kill the chancellor.
Yeah, I'm killing.
I could do without. I've hugged him.
Any type of collegiate level thing. I don't give a shit about college is a scam. Kill Jim.
Oh,
kill him dead. Hypothetically,
of course. Hypothetically, of course.
The realm of fuck, marry, kill.
Yes,
killing him dead.
Yeah, I just think that she's probably crazy. Like, I don't think about this a lot, but like, work is such a sexually sterile environment for good reason, right?
Right.
That I bet, you know, you have this tension that builds over years of working intimately with someone like that. She was his, like, you know, assistant, you know, receptionist. They were talking all the time. They were hanging out at parties. There's this tension, this slow tension that burned as their lives and their own private lives got worse. The tension between them rose, this attraction, this animalistic, just primal urge to go at each other like they're in the wild and the asteroid's on the way. And I bet that release, when it first happened, a little tipsy after the Christmas party, ooh, I bet that was good.
Do you think them stealing money was like foreplay?
It really could have been. Like maybe at first they were like, you know, maybe it was like a Superman 4 situation where they, you know, maybe they're like, if we only take this much for a little while, we can just get a little, you know, $20,000-$30,000 check for each of us, and none's the wiser.
Yeah.
And then they just get high on that power together.
Oh, and then they
start making money. They go to a few fancy dinners. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's a fancy dinner that they get a room upstairs, and then it just escalates into millions of dollars over a time period.
And it's just Texas Roadhouse every night.
Every night. And they're paying for rolls and they're free.
Oh, God.
They're offering to pay for extra rolls.
The whole restaurant, they're like, rolls on us. And they're just, everyone gets an extra basket of rolls.
I bet it was electric. And I would buy into that for a short amount of time. And by short, I mean 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all it's going to take for me.
Yeah.
All right. That has been JOP FMK.
The first.
Hopefully not the last. I like that game.
Fuck, Marry, Kills are fun.
I like that game.
Those are fun things to just keep on rolling. Okay. What is worse, the feeling of needing to shit but being unable to, or shaking your dick dry but it continues to drip? That is a distinctively male question.
Yeah. And I would say the shitting one.
Yeah, that's 100% worse.
Because when you're like constipated and you feel like you have to go, but nothing comes out, I don't think there's a feeling worse than that.
Oh, it's the worst. Because
then you can't really tell any. Like you can.
Yeah.
But that one's definitely worse to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pee in my underwear a little bit, no matter what. We've discussed this on previous episodes.
Always gonna be drips of piss.
That's why we wear underwear.
Your underwear.
That's why it's thicker in the front.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the feeling needing to shit but being able to. It's like
not being able to.
Not being able to, excuse me. I mean, it's I don't want to say it's a layer of hell, but it is basically
Could
like
be.
that would if I was like being tortured, that would make me flip. I'd flip for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no little flicks of piss. Are you kidding me?
Who cares?
Dude, I've gotten piss on my hand before. I don't give a fuck.
Washes
if it
off.
Continues to drip.
Washes out, it washes off.
It's sterile. I don't care.
All
right?
I'm not convinced by the whole sterility argument, but I understand it.
Right?
I think it just might be fun to pee on your friends at a beach if they get stung by jellyfish.
That is fun.
I don't know if it helps.
Never done it, but
I just bet it's fun.
It
sounds like a good rumor.
Yeah. 100%. All right, let's rip another one. Not being able to shit, it's the worst. All right. Next question. Would you rather make unbreaking eye contact in every conversation for the rest of your life, or no eye contact at all? Oh, that's a good one.
Well, I actually think I would. There's ways to like make eye contact without actually making eye contact.
Oh yeah, stare at the forehead.
Stare right there, like right on the bridge of their nose.
Have you ever like found yourself talking with someone and then you realize you're staring at one of their eyes?
No, but that's gonna mess me up,
bro, all the time.
Because I don't think you're ever looking at both. Your eyes have to focus on one point.
That's what I'm saying. I'm staring at one eye and then I feel weird. And then what happens to me a lot is that I'll go to like Burger King or Taco Bell and they'll have a fucking worker with a lazy eye and I don't know which one to look at.
Yeah.
So my eyes are shifting and I feel rude and I'm just freaking out.
Yeah, dude. I would rather no eye contact, use tricks. Because constant eye contact would be rough.
Oh, constant eye contact would be
rough. But I
rough.
also feel like I make a lot of eye contact anyway.
But then like sometimes eyes are pretty and you want to stare in them.
Yeah, you would miss out on that. But sometimes when you're having a tough conversation, it's hard for me to make eye contact anyway. So I will like look at the wall behind them. And just like, sometimes I can't use my words correctly while I'm like if it's something important that I'm trying to say and I'm like searching for it deep within my heart and my mind, I can't make eye contact because their eyes are distracting. And so like I have to like look at the ground or like look straight ahead and like just kind of like recite it.
Do you think monkeys look at other monkeys' eyes and are like, yo, that's a beautiful pair of eyes?
I hope so. Because there's nothing like a nice pair of eyes.
Right, but they don't have like different colored eyes. They just all have, same eyes.
For me, the eyes aren't about the color. It's because it's like the windows to the soul. So regardless of the color, I love eyes. You ever lay in bed with a lover? The morning sun just starts to break, the birds start chirping, and you're just relaxing and cuddling. You're just looking in each other's eyes. It's a beautiful feeling. And you're not looking in their eyes because it's a beautiful blue. I'm looking in your eyes because in this moment, it's like a feedback loop. It's like we're one person, you know?
Usually in that situation, I'm looking at them thinking, I've got to piss and fart at the same time.
Well,
So
depending on the relationship, you can just let her rip.
I got to get up.
Yeah, I think I'd still choose no eye contact rather than be forced to make eye contact.
You know what? When you put it like that, yeah, no eye contact.
Yep.
No eye contact.
Move it along.
We would trick them. Oh, god damn. We're going to have to use our imagination on this one. How sexy is the front row to your left?
So this is one that came from a live show, I think.
It came from a live show,
yeah,
for sure.
And I'm trying to think of all the shows we've done.
Dare I say it was probably the show your brother came to.
Yeah, because I think this is my brother
like
and his friends.
Question.
Yeah. And then to that I'll say, really sexy boys. All right.
Did you watch the roast of Tom Brady? Probably not, because you don't like roast.
I don't like roast. They make me feel bad.
Yo, here's the thing. There was a couple of times where the white guys made jokes about jerking each other off, and then Kevin Hart came up and he's like, "There's that white boy humor." Dude, it's now a thing in the zeitgeist that white dudes will talk to other white dudes about jerking each other off, but it's only within the white people community.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
That is. I'm like, oh God.
I kind of thought jerking it was something that united us all, you know?
Yeah, but not like jerking off your friend.
I mean, I make those jokes with my boys all the time.
That's what I'm saying. You're not a friend of mine unless I've threatened to jerk you off.
Yeah. Interesting. It's in the zeitgeist now.
It's a phenom.
If Kevin Hart says it,
he was like,
it must be true.
There's that fuckboy humor. All right, let's rip another. What can you make for dinner to impress someone special?
You got to make your best dish. Do you have a best dish?
I will tell you on one hand what dishes I can make. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Frozen pizza.
It's not a dish. I'll give it to you because I don't think you have many. I don't think you have many.
Spaghetti.
Okay.
With garlic bread. I can do pretty solid garlic bread.
Do you mean like the frozen stuff you put in the oven?
No, I buy a loaf of bread and then mix it with garlic and butter.
Ooh, Ben.
And onion powder. And then smear it on there with some cheese.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Yeah. And then, because I'm from the Midwest, meat tater casserole. Thanks, Mom.
Like a tater tot.
Yeah, but here's what I don't fucking do. I don't put vegetables on it. If you're putting vegetable on a casserole, get fucked. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Ben, you need vegetables. I can't believe how many times.
No. You can put veggies on the side. Don't put that shit on top because then it seeps in and then it ruins the flavor. I did this as an experiment. I made 2 casseroles. I made one the God-given correct way with no veggies on it. And then I made another with veggies on it. And the fucking bag frozen vegetables that everyone says is better. They're not. Green beans are better in a can than a frozen bag. Put that on it and it seeped in. And then everything tasted like a goddamn green bean. Disgusting. Okay, no veggies next time, and put them on the side because you should have veggies. But boom,
I'm just a little triggered because this is not the first time I've had to have a discussion with one of my adult male friends about the importance of vegetables.
No. I'm not saying vegetables aren't important.
What's the last vegetable you ate and when?
Potatoes.
Potatoes aren't a vegetable; it's a starch.
Oh, broccoli.
Okay, when?
Yesterday.
Good for you. Before that?
I can barely remember 3 days ago. Dude, I can't.
This whole potatoes, my other friend said the same thing. I was like, when's the last time you had vegetables? Because he's having stomach issues.
Yeah.
And that's an easy first question. And he goes, I eat potatoes like all the time. And I'm like, that's great. Not a vegetable.
Yeah, that's a bad argument.
It's not a vegetable.
Yeah.
It's a starch.
I'm not saying, no. I'm not saying that vegetables aren't important. I'm saying they don't belong on a casserole, and I will fight everyone in the Midwest and their aunt who says otherwise. Okay.
I think you're eating the wrong casseroles, but it's fine.
No, it's literally a casserole. I will tell you what's in it. Okay. Golden Crowns, not potato Lay's, because it just, trust me on this one. Go Golden Crowns.
Mhm.
And then you go a can of sour cream mushroom soup.
Ooh.
And then you go 16 ounces of sour cream.
It's a lot of sour
It's
cream.
a big tray. It's a big thing.
It's just a lot of sour cream.
With a pound of burger.
Okay.
And then just cheese to make you shit your pants. Just,
what are you
Midwest
using?
it up.
Cheddar or
Whatever floats your boat. I usually do shredded Colby because I like the mix. But then layer it up. Put that bad boy 375 for 40 minutes. Boom. Okay.
You don't shred your own cheese?
I think that's overrated.
Well,
But I get it if it's from like a fresh block, but goddamn, that's so much work trying to.
it is more work, but I like it. I love to cook though.
Yeah.
I don't get the impression that you love to cook.
There is an art to it, and I am an artiste. I don't fuck with it because if you fuck it up, that is money down the drain and you're out food. And that's two things I don't like being in the negative with,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me make it for you one time.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
So the question is like, what kind of dish would you make to impress someone special?
My last one though,
Yeah,
burger. I make a pretty good burger,
I'll take that.
which is probably what I would make. I'd probably make a burger.
Yeah, because it's better than a casserole's like you've been dating for 3 or 4 months. It's a
Yeah.
Saturday cozy night, and we're watching Lord of the Rings.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would make the casserole to try and impress them because that is. I mean, if it's a winter day, nothing better than a hot.
That's
cass.
true. That's true. I usually make pasta of some kind.
Okay.
I make really good homemade red sauce.
Okay.
It has blown up my face once. I made an inedibly salty dish,
Oof.
and this is the first time I ever cooked for her, and
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm a pretty good cook. Like, I really want to cook for you. Like, let's get a bottle of wine. You can watch me do, like, we can hang out in the kitchen while I get things finished.
Did you do the cool flip? in the
Oh,
pan?
I did it.
Oh, my
yeah. Oh,
God.
yeah.
And then she was like,
And she was
this-
impressed by that.
Yeah.
And then we laughed really hard because she took her first bite and I was like waiting to see her reaction, and she had no reaction at all.
That's because the salt negated her ability
And I was
to be like,
and I was like, oh, is it good? And she goes, yeah, it's good to have a taste. And I had a taste and I go, is this like really salty? And she goes, oh, thank God you said it because I didn't want to say it. And then we had leftover chips and salsa for dinner because it was so bad.
Yeah.
Because I got my head into the performance of it all, and I
Classic Matt move.
triple salted.
Yeah.
Usually you salt one thing once, but I salted everything. And
him with the salt,
boy, it
babe.
was rough.
Yeah.
And then actually I ended up eating the leftovers, but I made it almost into like a pasta stew.
Okay.
So I added a bunch of chicken broth to like level out the salts. And then it
okay.
was like almost like you ever had like lasagna soup
No.
or just like an Italian style soup
No.
with a red tomato base.
No.
It was actually really good.
I've never had that. You know what pisses me off? This is a side tangent. If you were to say what type of food is Italy known for, what would you say?
Pasta.
Thank you. Some fucking people in the world say seafood, and that makes me so angry. What are you talking about?
Well, I would say, I don't know if I'm accurate in saying pasta, but
You are, because you think spaghetti, lasagna. No one thinks shrimp scampi. Okay.
interesting.
Nobody.
It makes sense
that
though that seafood
all.
because they're like
They're on the sea. They're on the Aegean.
yeah, they are on the Aegean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say the last thing I made, I would definitely make for a girl. I made again pasta,
Yeah.
but in the red sauce. So I always use a lot of tomato paste that adds good flavor.
Yeah.
I halved the tomato paste, and instead of tomato paste, I made a roasted red pepper, like a blackened red pepper in the oven. Like I roasted it and then chopped it up almost into a paste.
Sure.
And then I put anchovies in the red peppers. Anchovies have a wonderful umami flavor, and they don't really taste fishy unless you eat them straight. But when they're married to all these other flavors, it adds such a depth and a layer. And I made this this red sauce pasta with Italian sausage on Sunday, and it was one of the best things I've ever made. And that's probably what I would do. And plus, when you're using unique ingredients, people think that's special. And especially when they're a cheap unique ingredient, that's even better. Because sometimes unique ingredients can get pretty pricey.
True.
But a little anchovy, it was like $2 for
A little chove?
a tin.
Tin of chove?
Yeah. They were good. And then I threw the rest out because I'm like, I'm not going to use these. I'm not going to make pasta again for another month. And you can't close the tin once it's open, you know?
That's fair.
I was like, unless I put these on what, pizza or something? Ugh.
Bro. Oh.
But they're really good in things. I'll make it for you sometime.
Okay.
It almost like dissolves completely. Also, when you eat it whole, there's bones in it, and they're chewy. Because they're small, they're chewy. But that weirds me out. But they dissolve into the liquid really fast. So you don't like. But I couldn't eat them just like on a pizza. I just feel like that's gross.
Yeah, that is gross. I'm not gonna lie.
So that's what I would make if I had a girl come over right after this. I'd probably make her my anchovy red sauce.
You want to eat these anchovy bones?
Stop it!
Eat these.
I'm waiting for marriage. Why are you laughing?
Because you're waiting for marriage to make chovy bones.
I am.
Chovy bone soup. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Chovy bone soup. Yeah. Wedding night, not sex. Chovy bone soup.
Chovy bone.
I've had this crock pot going since 6 a.m.
I've had this crock pot going for 5 years since I've been waiting. All right. How many more do you want to rip?
Let's do one more. Let's do 2 more because if I can't recover the audio.
Yeah. You're right.
And then we'll plug the show at the end.
Okay. All right. Here's a little guy. Not that little. Jesus Christ. My fingers, not dexterous. What movie should be made into a porno? Well, hold on. I'm going to read this and then shame whoever wrote this. What movie should be made into an porno? N.
Only if there's a vowel afterwards.
Only if there's a vowel afterwards. Come on. I know public education failed us all, but
yeah, remember
the basics.
That's why, and that's why we do this.
Right.
To educate. I mean, any movie.
Any movie?
You can make any movie into a porno.
All right. Let me rip, and then you riff.
Okay.
Any movie. Schindler's List.
Next question. Man, you set me up, and I really, in my head, confidently, I was like, there's no way he can say a movie that I can't make into a porno. And I would say you've named one I can't think of an angle. I would say probably any Holocaust film would be really rough.
Yeah.
And if the industry of adult films, for good reason, probably keeps an arm's length on Holocaust film remakes.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. Although The Pianist with Adrian Brody, you could just call it The Penis.
Oh. I vaguely know the idea of it.
It's a really sad movie. I watched it with a friend once. We went, let's watch a World War II movie, you know?
Okay.
And, like Saving Private Ryan, which I've never seen, or like a war movie, you know?
Yeah.
And we're like...
You've never seen Saving Private Ryan?
I haven't.
Okay.
No.
Oh, wait, what?
I haven't.
It's so good.
I haven't seen Titanic either. I know. But The Pianist did not fulfill what we were at. It's just a sad story about a Jewish musician, and he just goes through hell. I mean, he goes through the ringer. He barely plays piano the whole time.
It's like Billy Joe's Piano Man, the movie.
Yeah, that's kind of what we thought, but
just the guy comes on screen in a camp just hitting a harmonica.
It was just sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So to answer the question, what movie?
Okay, so not any movie, as you so boastfully claimed you could make.
I don't watch porn like that. The ones that are like Harry Twatter or like Star Whores, like that's not interesting to me. But I would watch Rush Hour as a porn. I was thinking about that. I think it's just called
Bush Hour.
Bush Hour. We're
Boom.
in. That's it. That's the answer. There is no better answer than that. Bush Hour 2.
Bush Hour 3.
Bush Hour. That's good.
That's good.
All right. Final question.
Final question.
Here we are. Final
Oh,
question.
God.
Wait, actually, before the final question, I do want to let people know if you're watching this right now and you live in Eau Claire, some of you probably do. If you live in Wisconsin, we have a live show coming up on June 29th at the Eau Claire Improv. Tickets are $15. We've sold out every show we've done there, so I imagine this one will be the same. Please, 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 please don't make me hurt myself.
Emotional blackmail, yeah, dude.
They're like, Matt, why do you keep selling out shows? And I go, I literally tell them I'll kill myself. And they just keep buying tickets.
The whole show, I'm just standing on a stool with a rope around my
Don't
neck.
make me do it.
Don't do it. Oh, God.
But yeah,
29th.
June 29th, it's a Saturday. We'd love to see you there. If we sell enough tickets, we'll probably add a second show. So that's up to you guys. That's up to you watching this right now. Go to jarpain.com for more information or to ask a question yourself. jarpain.com. Life is painful. We can get through it one question at a time.
Yes, sir.
And that being said, final question.
Final question is, if you worked in a circus, what would your job be?
Well, this is unfair because I'm going to be world's largest man.
You're not world's largest man.
I know I'm not world's largest man, but
Yeah.
circuses,
Cirque?
they don't exist anymore, really.
They don't.
They come around once in a while, but it's mostly like a carnival with a show. But in the age of circuses being really prevalent, they had
Yeah.
like a freak show section that people loved, and that's okay. I think giving those people opportunities is good, even though it's a little mean-spirited, but still they were able to make money doing something they can't do anywhere else. So I get that. And the people who like World's Strongest Man, they're nothing to compare it to. They don't have the internet. So they call me World's Largest Man, put me on a stool and give me cold cuts. I'll put on a show. And that's what I would do.
Okay.
Give me just a lifetime supply of Jersey Mike's cold cuts. I don't even need the bread. Just give me cold cuts layered with Mike's Way seasoning, vinegar, and oil.
Yeah.
And I'm your guy.
Yeah, keep talking.
I love a cold cut.
Oh,
God, I love a cold cut.
I'm a sandwich man. You know how Dave Portnoy goes around the country eating pizza?
You would do the same for sandwiches?
I would do the same.
I'm
for
a sandwich guy,
sandwiches
too.
And burgers. Oh my God.
Burgers are just a sandwich.
It's just a hot sandwich.
That's what I would be. What about you? You don't strike me as part of the show.
That's a good question. I don't think I would be part of the circus. I'm kind of nimble enough to maybe walk a tightrope or do a flip. That'd be pretty cool. But knowing me, I'd get too comfortable.
I think
on
you
the
would
flips.
be the driver.
That too. No, see, here's what would happen. I would be one of the acrobats who does the flippies to the thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I get too comfortable and I don't go to practice like I should. Then I biff it.
Yeah.
My circus career is over. I'm done.
But you still have to do the books because you have a contract.
Yeah, and then I'm the driver. I'm whipping the horse. I'm getting us to where we need to be.
And young guys come into the circus because they just ran away from home and they have nowhere else to go. And they're like, what's Driver Ben's story? And they go, oh, he used to be...
don't ask him about his scar.
He used to be the best tightrope walker. He got too comfortable.
We call him Icarus.
He
got too close to the sun.
Too close to the sun. He got too close to the tarp.
You got too close to the top of the tarp.
We said, don't go so fast, Ben.
Yeah. And Ben did what Ben did.
Yeah.
Don't ask about his leg.
And now you're just driving elephants and eating hot dogs. All right, that's a good place to end. Hey, good
job.
good episode, Ben.
Good
You got a
episode.
set tonight?
I do have a set tonight.
Nice. I'm going to Jonathan, what time is it? 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 Jonathan, what time is it?